No copyright.
Peggy Bolton, first of all, hey, she's here to stay. Join the winning team. Peggy Bolton.
Hello, hi, my name is Peggy Barton. If you're new here, subscribe, join the winning team, and become a beautiful pill or a handsome grabber. Hi guys, so today, as you can see, red on red. Why? Because my knee break. That, and also because red is one of the beautiful colors of the Ghana flag, and Ghana Black Stars are in the World Cup, and we are absolutely killing it. Yeah, but today's a serious topic, another serious topic. I think I need a weapon because I want to fight. Hold on. Yes, I have my weapon. Today is today. Today we're going to be talking about pick-me women and male-centered women. Now there's a little difference between those two, even though we use them interchangeably. So for pick-me women, these women know exactly what they're doing. They are intentional about catering to men. They are intentional about putting their fellow women under the bus just to please men. Those are the pick-me's. I'm going to give you examples. But the male-centered women, those ones, yeah, most times they don't know what they're doing because they have been conditioned. They have been oriented. They grew up thinking a certain way because of how they were brought up. And essentially, that's why they behave the way they behave. They center men. Male-centered women want to kill me. I shall not die. Say amen. Yeah. Male-centered women don't know what they're doing. They've been raised a certain way, and so their whole life they think that they pander to men. They agree with the system, with the patriarchal system, where women are considered less than men. Men are considered. I see. Anyways, where men are considered superior to women. They believe in that system, the system that tells women they belong to the kitchen, the system that says that the man is the head. And so essentially, if somebody is the head, that means every other person is a subordinate, right? That system, those women, is by no fault of theirs, believe it, hold on to it, and even fight to protect that system. Those are the male-centered women. We're going to be talking about those, and we're going to be using Highest Airy as our case study, so to speak. Examples of pick-me women. You know that girl that when boys are around, that's when she wants to nitpick at your looks. She'll say stuff like, as for me, I don't like makeup. Bitch, so what? This woman will say this because she has heard other men say that they don't like women with makeup and blah blah blah. So to come off as more desirable to such men, she will try to point out that you are the one who wants to paint your face and whatever. As for she's a natural girl. She doesn't like those. In fact, hold on, let me put on more blush. You guys see the blush? You see it? Clack. You see, because who the F cares what men want? Really, why should it be my problem if they like or do not like makeup? If they don't like makeup, they should just not put on makeup. What's that got to do with me? But a pick-me woman will try to be that girl in front of them. Now, don't get me wrong. There are women who don't like makeup naturally, which is fine. I don't like to put it on every day. It's hard work. But there are some days that I just want to feel like a girl. I want to feel painted up. I want to feel dolled up. And I'm going to do it. And when I'm doing it, I don't have a man in my head. But these kind of women, they are doing it. They would like to do it though. But if they do it, what if I do it and the guys see me and they say, oh, why are you wearing makeup? And they won't like me. Those are the pick-me women. Avoid those women. Okay? There was this girl back in UG, University of Ghana. Oh my God. This girl will nitpick at everything I do. She'll tell me I'm wearing this skirt, it's too short, and blah blah blah. La, 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 la. Oh my god, one time she even tried to pull my wig in front of the class. Sister Ade, I want to change my hairstyle every now and then. Can't you see? Can't you see this one? It's giving inches, clock it. Okay, I like to change it and switch it up as often as I can. But it bothers her, you see, and she will try to do it in front of other guys, you know. And I remember one time another girl was wearing a short dress, and I pointed it out. There were guys around. I pointed it out that, you know what, this dress looks nice on that girl, but if I wore it, this girl I'm talking about will say, Peggy, why are you wearing this short dress? And she was about to, complain and, make her point. And the guy stopped her right there. She was like, hold on. Some people have sex appeal, others don't. And Peggy just has it. Period. So essentially what the guy was trying to say is that somebody may wear a short skirt and will not be noticeable, but if Peggy wears it, and then she kept quiet. But she was like, damn. The boys kind of like it. Oh my god. Another example, she will say stuff like, as for me, if I were a boy, I will never be attracted to someone like you, Peggy, because as for me, I'm one of the boys. I play games. So like literally the boys will be more attracted to someone like me. And first of all, who cares? Oh my god, that is a pick-me. That is a pick-me woman. That is a pick-me girl. Avoid those girls. Because pick-me girls, yeah? If a guy wants to do something bad to you, for instance, you guys are out in the club, a guy wants to drug you and take you home and do bad stuff to you, because she's a pick-me, wanting to cater for this man, wanting to please the man, a woman like that can actually help the man drug your drink and take you home. Why? Because she's a pick-me. Those women are dangerous. Okay. There are zillions of examples I could give you, but let's move on to male-centered women. Oh my god, male-centered women are women like our mothers. They are the kind of women that will bring up the young girls to be wives. They will start teaching them how to do chores, not to become a capable human being who can take care of themselves, but so that they can take care of a man when they marry. Those women will never understand feminism. They will never understand why a woman should own a woman should own her own money, own her own properties. They will even fight you against that. Those are the male-centered women, and not only the older women. There are so many young women who were brought up to center men. Oh my God, girls, decenter men. The very day that you decenter men, you will see how freeing it is. You see that you will go to school to upgrade yourself, to achieve higher laurels, to achieve goals, not to please anybody, but to become, to reach your fullest potential. You see, oh my God, those male-centered women are the ones that will go and fight a side chick of their husbands. First of all, why are you fighting a girl because your husband decided to cheat on you with that girl? Because first of all, that girl doesn't know you from Adam. She didn't go and stand before God and man to swear that she will be committed to you. So what's your problem with her? Where does she know you from? Yes, it's bad for you to be a side chick, but what the hell? You as a wife, you have no business with a side chick. Okay? Your business should be with your husband who cannot keep it in his pants. But male-centered women don't know this. They will fight. Hey, and some of them get beaten by the side chicks. I need women to wise up. Wise the F up. Okay? Now, let's move on to this whole Highest Eri situation. Now, for those of you who don't know who Highest Eri is, she's a media personality, if I can call her that. But she essentially works for KSS, which is like one of the biggest YouTube platforms. No, one of the biggest YouTube channels in Ghana, where they comment on social, they make commentary on social events, so on and so forth. Very reputed. Watch this video. Oh my God, I should tell you the backstory. The backstory is that there was a trending video of this grown adult male teacher having sexual contact, or I don't know how to describe it, with a high school girl in a science lab. And I personally have not seen the video. I've seen the memes flying and jokes flying, but I don't want to see the video. That would be disgusting.
They mean the teacher from 1 to 100. Scanty, fair enough. Let's talk about this particular one, Destiny or whatever. Yes, the teacher is 100% wrong. But I would not sit here and say I am blaming just the teacher. Because, listen, Scanty, I am not sure any teacher would come to a classroom or come to your dormitory or whatever, how you people call it, and come drag you from your room that I want you to follow me to my room because I want to sleep with you. I want to do something with you. One, sometimes some of the videos, this female students that are in Form 1, Form 2, Form 3 post on our socials, I sit back and ask myself, how do they get access to phones? There was a video I saw 3 days today. I wish I would get it, so we'll put it here. Their uniform were here. Here. JHS students, uniform Daneha. And you tell me with the body this child is having, I am not saying the teacher should have self-control or anything, or it is normal not to. No, listen. You are wearing this kind of uniform. The teacher has seen you. Among us students going to the school, most of them are doing their own things in the house before they take it to the school. One, I am not going to say, oh, the student is minor, so whatever the teacher did, it is just the teacher, and when it goes to court, they will handle the child very well and blah, 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 blah. No. It is two people that are in this act. Do you think somebody went to drag Destiny or whatever into the teacher's room? No. So if a teacher proposed to me, if I'm in a school and a teacher proposed to me right now or is forcing to sleep with me, Scanty, I know where to go in the school.
Where?
I'll go to my headmaster.
All right. Let me answer that before you continue.
And Highest Airy is on this platform spewing this kind of dust. Now, Highest Airy, is an epitome of a male-centered woman and a pick-me. And I say this with my full chest because I watch KSS often. And this is not the first time she's spewing dust, if I'm being honest. And I have scouted the whole internet for this video. And I don't know if they have deleted it or because I can't really remember the title of that video. But in that episode, this woman, this grown-ass woman, actually borderline defended domestic violence. She was saying stuff like, some women are disrespectful, some wives are da-da-da-da-da-da. What in this world? If your wife is disrespectful, maybe you should separate or even divorce. Why are you beating her? And if it was that story about that landlord who essentially dragged his wife butt naked outside to beat her up, and a tenant videoed and it went viral. If it was that story, then it's mind busted. Because why would anybody, specifically a woman, try to in any way try to defend that? I'm not really sure about what that video was about and I can't find it, so I don't have proof, so I don't want to dwell so much on that, but it happened. This woman has more than once tried to defend misogyny and patriarchy, and honestly, it's not her fault. It's how she was brought up. It's not her fault, but also she's grown. And she needs to unlearn things. She needs to unlearn the things that she learned when she was growing up in whichever society, in whichever home that she comes from. It's 2026. Learn and unlearn. So that was the topic that they were discussing. And this woman essentially says that, first of all, she says she would 100% blame the teacher. Okay. So if you say 100% blame the teacher, how many out of 100 is left? That means the blame has finished. It should have ended there. But no, this woman goes on to essentially explain how a child, a minor, which is the high school girl, how she is also to be blamed. Listen, that's victim blaming. And there's another video that I will insert. She was fuming, talking like she got standing on 10 toes about what she's saying.
That's why I have issues with you.
Because the child is a minor.
A child is a minor.
Teacher,
yes,
you are a
minor, but you know that what you are going to do, it is not right.
You see,
the child knows.
You were speaking about...
This child will live home without their virginity.
Erica,
so you people sit here and act as if say teacher na why BBM. But the children are part of it.
Saying that, see,
Mr. The video I saw, I pray I see it.
Erica,
so they put it in this
Erica,
video.
Let me ask
A
you.
student in school having fun.
Let me.
It goes to show that this woman has no idea what even grooming is. Not grooming as in shaving your armpits and trimming your eyebrows. Grooming in the sense where an adult male, which is usually the case, an adult male does everything to kind of gain the trust of a minor, to let them be dependent on them, to try to get an emotional connection from them, so much so that this minor begins to think they are in love with this person. You see, and this happens so many times. And they do all of this, like buying them gifts, telling them what they are going through, stuff like that, just so that they can get the opportunity to sexually abuse this minor. And this woman, from the way she's talking, has no idea about that, because she's trying to say that these girls in high school, and mind you, the average high schooler is like from 14 to 16. These are minors. Even if they are older, in this situation, the teacher is more likely to be in his late 20s, early 30s, or even older. He is the only responsible adult in this situation. At 18 years, the girl's frontal lobe is not even developed. She does not even know what she really likes. If you ask her what her favorite color is today, she will say red. Next week, she will say it's orange, because she doesn't even know herself well. She's easily tricked. She's easily convinced. She's impressionable. Okay, and mind you, at this stage, especially in adolescence, their hormones are all over the place. They are becoming more and more curious. They are seeing things on the internet. They want to try these things. So you might say they are bad children, but you know what? Bad children are not criminals. They are not responsible for their own behavior. That is why, that case where the pastor's son drove on high speed and killed other people. People were calling for the parents to be arrested and imprisoned instead. And it happens in developed countries where the laws actually work. This is what's supposed to happen, because it is assumed that as a parent or as an adult, you are the one to make sure you straighten the child. So no matter how bad you think a child is, no matter how spoiled you think a minor is, she's a minor. The only responsible person is the adult. And this adult, where's my weapon? This adult also, what do you mean? Excuse my language. You do this to a child, you actually get sexually involved with the child. And there are people on the internet who were defending, saying these girls are mature. Have you seen these girls' bodies? They already know what they are doing. What the hell? What the actual hell? What is wrong with Ghanaians? Like, honestly, growing up, I thought Ghanaians were more sensible, because I had seen what other African men do. I had seen what they say with confidence, and I had never heard Ghanaian men do that. But in recent times, they're all the same. In fact, traveling and studying outside Ghana has shown me that men of all races, social status, economic status, all of them, they are the same. Yes, of course, as I've said, they are good men, but the majority, it will shock you the kind of... Ghana has a pedophilia problem, and we need to solve it. So, Highest Harry, I want to tell you that you're a dangerous woman, because she was saying stuff like, why didn't the girl report? Do you know what is done to people who report sexual assault in a country like Ghana? First of all, nobody believes you. You might get punished. If you're in high school, you might get punished for being a temptress to the teacher. They might debordinize you, suspend you, blah, 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 and all those bullshit that they used to do to us in high school. Because imagine someone like Highest Harry is the headmistress of the school that this happened. If the girl came to her, what do you think will happen? She will ask the girl, what were you wearing? What did you go to do at the teacher's place? Nothing but victim blaming questions. Her focus will not be on the teacher, and that is my problem. Because if you claim that both of them deserve blame, but you use a microsecond to blame the teacher, and the rest of your submission is you like going at the minor, that means deep down you know who you blame. You know where you stand, and you do not stand with the victim. And let me tell you, the victim here is the minor, the girl, the SHS girl. Even if she was 22, 25, as far as she was under the care of the school, the teacher had no right, no effing right, no effing right to do that to the girl. And you, as a woman, should know better. You can see Scanty's face. He was shocked. It's like, what is this woman actually saying? And there are people on the internet who are defending this nonsense. It is frustrating, guys. It is frustrating. And honestly, I know I've missed a lot of the things I wanted to say. And it's funny, but few days after this thing happened, this whole situation with Highest Harry, there was news that a British or American Airways pilot who is a Ghanaian has been arrested and imprisoned for grooming and sexually assaulting a 12-year-old. You see? So in this, and for some reason, everybody is now silent. Nobody is saying, oh, the girl seduced the man. Nobody is saying that. Everybody is now saying abroad has happened to the man. Be careful when you travel abroad, because you people know that what you do is bad, and you know that in a working country you cannot get away with it. Are you people trying to say that a 12-year-old seduced that grown-ass man? Please, let's have sense. Let's be logical. Let's be logical. Listen, if the child's butthole is from here to there, her boobs are from here to there, you still have no right to touch it. Charlie, it's serious. I'm running out of space and time. So I have an advice for KSS. KSS, listen, Highest Harry is a good host, program, show, host, whatever. But you need to check her. And I know you guys made her apologize, but from all indications, she does not believe in her apology. What she said is actually what she believes in. And she was right. She was ready to die on that hill until people on Twitter started coming for her. And as I said, this is not the first time that she's spewing this kind of nonsense on your platform. Into my advice is that a man tiano. KSS, a man tiano to say akola. Not once a son subaya. It is your name, your reputation that is at stake. It will come to a time that no reputable organization or company or product will like to sponsor you or work with you because of this kind of nonsense. Wising up. Montiano. She's fooling. And I respect a lot. And she's clearly older than I am. But if you're an adult, if you're grown up, and you behave like a child, it is a child that will insult you. Forgive me if I have said anything I wasn't supposed to say, okay? But these things, I'm passionate. Listen, more than half of the reason why I created this YouTube channel is for things like this. I'm ready to fight anytime, any day. Thank you guys for watching. I love you, my beautiful pearls.